Hello everyone, I'm Captain Logan, and it's time once again for the comment of the week. My favorite comment from last week came from Comics Kid 2099 once again, and he left a comment on our Toy Story 2 review. And he writes, "I'm glad they made this movie instead of Toy Story Origins Woody. And while we're at it, I'm also glad they never made Toy Story Origins Bo Peep or Toy Story Origins Rex." Yes, and in that version of Woody's origin, he discovers that he lost all of his memories and doesn't know that he's originally from a TV show because he got hit in the head with his animanium pull string. And congratulations to Barron Brothers Films, who may have won $5,000 in guessing that this would be this week's comment of the week. Announcements for this week. Lots of fun stuff coming up this week. Gonna be a little bit haphazard as, once again, I'm working on catching up on Spawn Year. I know a couple weeks ago I said that I was going to start doubling those up as much as I could, getting that out as often as possible. And again, things just keep cropping up, and I haven't had time to get that out as regularly as I'd like. The last 2 days I've been working frantically to get as much of Spawn Year done as possible. I've got, I think, a new routine that's serving me a lot better, and the big reason last week that I didn't get a lot of Spawn Year out as I was planning to is that I ended up buying a new desktop sooner than I thought I was going to. Behind me is my new production machine for Geekvolution, and it has a much faster processor, it's got a much better video card, and that is going to increase my production and lessen my production time a great deal. Part of the issue with getting Spawn Year out regularly and other things was render times, and also just the basic speed of the editor. And this thing is fantastic. It's working really well for us. And so anyway, I spent a lot of last week getting this set up, getting files transferred, all that sort of stuff, and that's partly why I didn't get as much up last week as I was hoping to. But now I've got a much smoother running operation, and that's going really great. I'm able to render episodes of Spawn Year now in less than the time it takes to watch them, which is absolutely fantastic. So anyway, that's really going great, and you should see lots more Spawn Year coming up. Also, if you're wondering about why Spawn Year is so much of these extra things like Sam and Twitch, Curse of the Spawn, that kind of thing, I've been getting inundated lately with people who like Spawn Year but are kind of annoyed that I'm not sticking to the regular Spawn title. What you have to realize about that is, first of all, there was an intended Spawn Year schedule from the very beginning. I have this mapped out, and I knew that there was going to be this big clump of these extra peripheral things, monthlies, extra mini-series one-shots, that kind of stuff, and I wrote this somewhat loosely based on the chronological history of Spawn's publication. So a lot of that stuff was published within the first 10 years of Spawn's history. Spawn's been around for about 20 years now, and when he was more popular, of course, there was a lot more of that extra peripheral stuff. So the farther we get into Spawn Year, the more of the main Spawn title it's going to be, and a lot of that extra stuff was informed by the earlier issues of the main title, which is why I had to do them earlier. There is somewhat of a reading order, and so that's why we've had to kind of trudge through some of that stuff. The good news is we've only got one more day of Sam and Twitch. That ends in the next episode, which will come out late tonight or tomorrow. And then after that, it's going to be the main Spawn title for several days until we get to the last monthly, the last big monthly that was published. Was Spawn the Dark Ages, and that's going to be the next thing coming up. I don't mind going ahead and spoiling that because people keep asking me, and people keep going, Cap, when does Spawn Year get back to Spawn? Don't worry, it's going to very soon, and this was necessary because there are only so many issues of the main Spawn title. If you've been following Spawn Year, you'll notice from the prologue that Captain Logan falls into the Mountain Dew and Dew sugar coma while reading Spawn number 220. So at the time that he goes into the coma, there are only 220 issues of Spawn, and that means that the rest of the 365 days had to be pad it out with other Spawn-related things. And also a lot of that stuff people were really interested in seeing me review anyway. So anyway, don't worry, we'll be getting back to regular Spawn very soon. Other things going on this weekend. Hopefully, I'll be getting out the Superhero Rewind for Kick-Ass. Going to be working on that this weekend, and at the very latest, hopefully early next week, but I'm really hoping that I can get that out Saturday or Sunday this weekend. That's really the big stuff. I was hoping to do a live show this week. I know it's been a while since I've done Geekvolution tonight with Tim Lyons, and our schedules keep not lining up. It's mostly my fault. Things keep coming up on the nights that he can do it. This week was no exception. We had planned on doing one, and something happened where I've got to go somewhere tomorrow night. Something unexpected came up. So anyway, that's what's going on right now. I look forward to lots of fun stuff coming out this week. More GNN, more recommends. Vince and I are... I'm hoping, I've got an idea I want to pitch to him. I'm hoping that we're going to do a special Geeks Not Nerds for Geek Week. This week on YouTube is Geek Week, and people have been asking me if we're going to do something for that, so I have an idea. I'm going to pitch it to Vince. We'll see what he thinks about it, and hopefully we'll have something later this week for that. Anyway, so I'm going to go right now and work on some Spawn Year, but right before I do that, I think I'm going to work a little bit on my math skills, because last week we did that Geeks Not Nerds with Aaron Dicer, and I showed how terrible my mathematics abilities are, and that I really am a geek and not a nerd, so I'm right now daily working on a chapter at a time in this easy guide to math, which I may do a review, recommends on, because I'm kind of liking this book. So anyway, I'm going to go do that, and then I'm going to do Spawn Year, and meanwhile, you folks have tons of fun doing whatever it is that you're doing, and we hope that you're enjoying our videos, and we'll see you again very soon. I'm Captain Logan. See you later.